Hello and welcome to Lydia Hawk Designs. Today I am comparing translucent clay at approximately 1/8 inch thickness. I'm interested in translucency at a higher thickness for a frosted glass look, like a root beer float. Also because it looks like Pardo, a very popular translucent clay, has discontinued their non-color translucent clay, and I can't find any Cernit translucent clay that's not in a color shade. This tutorial is also just about the options that are easy to come by in the US. Side note, if you have a Cernit translucent clay link that works, please share. I ordered it off of Amazon and they must have been out and couldn't find any because it just kept getting delayed until I had to cancel the order. I've made the following mugs at around 1/8 inch thickness, or 9 on the dial of my pasta maker. We've got Sculpey 3, Sculpey Primo, Cernit White Glitter, because that is the only white translucent available at my local craft store, and Fimo. And I'm assuming that Cernit White Translucent is what this would look like, but without the glitter. First up is Sculpey 3, which is beige in color and not very translucent. I could have guessed this, but it's better to see them all side by side. And I'm putting them over the flashlight on my phone to get an idea of translucency from a different perspective. Sculpey Primo is better in translucency, but beige in color. Cernit White Glitter is pretty, but at an 1/8 inch it's not as translucent as I thought it would be. Fimo Translucent White is nice. It's the only clay that bakes at a different temperature from the others, and I think it looks good and fits the frosted glass goal. For me, it's between Sculpey Primo and Fimo. I'm also inspecting the texture detail, and upon closer inspection, I like Sculpey Primo. The Fimo has more of a bubble look, while Sculpey Primo resembles a frosted glass a little more. I thoroughly conditioned these clays, so I'm not worried that there are actual bubbles in the clay. Sculpey has more lines than bubbles, so my next experiment is to see if I can mix a little bit of indigo into the Sculpey Primo and cut the brown coloring down a bit. I'm not mixing a lot. I've got 11 grams of Sculpey Primo, and I've mixed blue and purple Sculpey 3 with a touch of light blue. Both clays bake at the same temperature. I'm probably going to mix too much in, but I'm trying to cut the indigo down to very little and then bake a new mug to see the effect. As you can see, it looks more like Sculpey 3 now. I mixed in too much indigo and it has diminished the transparency, which I did not want. And here's a lesson in making sure you bake your clay at the right temperature and use a thermometer. I baked this wonky Fimo at the wrong temperature and it looks more now like Sculpey Primo. I was supposed to bake it at 225 degrees Fahrenheit and I baked it at 275. These two smaller mugs are Fimo and the right temperature at 7 on my pasta maker, which somehow are darker than the Fimo mug I baked first. I may need to experiment. I'm pretty happy with the results though. Stay tuned for a video on my root beer float, and if you have any suggestions for translucent clay available in the US, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.